as much as we can to make sure they stay running, they stay open, because world-class facilities.
Everybody, and welcome back to another Among Us video, and in this video I'll be telling you about the airship map and the dark secret behind it. The airship map is known to be the biggest map in all of Among Us, way bigger than Polis. And well, the airship map is hiding a dark secret that Among Us does not want you to know. So I'm here to reveal everything and give you a reason why you should be careful while playing this new map. And before we get any further into this video, I do want to mention that 70% of you have not hit that subscribe button, which means that you're missing out on Among Us darkest secrets. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button with the bell icon turned on, and drop a like on this video if you do enjoy. But now let's begin with today's story video. So many of you already know that the airship map is now here, after several months of waiting. But what if I told you that there is a dark secret behind the airship map that only a select few of players know about? And I'm here to tell you everything. So I'm pretty sure that many of you already know that the airship map is a collaboration with the Henry Stickmin Collection game, which is another game that Innersloth made. So in Among Us, there is a player by the name of Henry who has been doing a lot of strange things in players' lobbies. He is a player that you should be very careful whenever you see him in your match of Among Us. But at the moment, we aren't sure if he's safe. So that's why it's gonna take a lot of investigating, because he isn't the only player on the loose. We also have RHM, who is a player you definitely don't want to talk to, because he's known to have a connection with the imposters, and if you ever see him in your lobby, you want to make sure you get out of there. And now you may be asking, why am I telling you all of this information? I'm telling you this because I want you to be careful whenever you play the airship map, because this map is full of unsolved mysteries that I'm about to show you. So the airship map is the biggest map in all of Among Us, way bigger than the map of Polis, which means that there is a lot of hidden secrets that many of you don't know about. I'm currently inside of the cockpit, and in this location we can actually see outside, which is one of the only locations in the entire airship map. And it makes me wonder what creatures could be out here that we have yet to discover, because in the other maps I have already encountered several creatures, and based on what I was told, the imposters are currently invading the airship map. And right next to the chair was the area that Red killed me. The cockpit is a location that I really don't want to be in, and neither should you. The armory is right next to the cockpit, and one thing that I noticed while being in here is that there is a lot of missing weapons, and the only reason that the ship would have weapons is so the crewmates can defend themselves against the imposters. And the maps of Unova and Demire that were currently in war with the imposters had weapons as well, which only shows that the airship map has been preparing for war since the very beginning, and things don't get any better. When you walk into the kitchen, you will see a knife on the table, which is very similar to the knife that the imposters currently use to take out the crewmates that are found on the ship. And on the other countertop, you will see that there is a bunch of food that the crewmates left. There was also some dirty plates. What if there was a crewmate that was preparing a meal and was killed by an imposter who purposely left a knife on the table to give the crewmates a warning on what's about to happen next? And to the left side of the kitchen area, we have the balcony, which is one of two in the airship map. And whenever you walk outside, there is times during the day where you can feel wind, as you can see right now. And if you remember my time in the cockpit, nobody was controlling the ship, so what is causing it to move? To the right of the kitchen area, we can find a hallway, and in this hallway we have 4 portraits. Nobody knows if these are crewmates or imposters, but one thing is certain, there is actually 3 different colors that we have never seen before. We have an army green, a turquoise, and a sapphire, which are colors that we've never seen in Among Us. And one thing that I noticed while inspecting these portraits is that one of them has a different facial feature. He has teeth sticking out of his mouth, which is something that we have never seen in Among Us till now. Right next to the hollow portraits, we have security. And one thing that I noticed while being in here was that there was a door and a key on top of the table. Could this key be used to unlock a secret location inside of the airship map that we have to discover? And right behind the door, we do have a bunch of empty space, so it makes sense. And right below the security room, we have the other balcony that I was talking about, and I could once again feel the wind from the ship moving. I wonder who is the captain behind the ship, and why is it that we can never see him? When I walked back inside, I saw the entrance to electrical, and the electrical room is massive. There is so many rooms in this one location, and we already know how much the imposters love electrical. So it makes you wonder how many imposters could be hiding in this location, and we just can't see them. There was also a set of lockers, which remind me a lot about the lockers that can be found at Mira HQ, who contain a crewmate that will do many creepy things in your lobby. Right next to electrical, we had medical, and that is when I discovered something disturbing. There was a bone on the wall that appears to be from a crewmate, and for some reason it's being displayed. But why? What could this airship map be possibly hiding from us? Who is the crewmate behind this bone? And on the room to the right, there was a bunch of magazines that can be found scattered across the room. It's almost as if the crewmates just left everything behind, just like the food back in the kitchen. What happened on this ship that forced all the crewmates to leave, and where did they go? In search for my answer, I entered the cargo bay, and to the left side of the cargo bay we have the ventilation room, and I could see the top portion of the map, which appears to be the shower area. But what I find really strange is how deep the ventilation room really is. What could possibly be hiding down there that Among Us doesn't want us to see? Because as you can see where I'm standing, we have some tape that gives off a warning to not go any deeper. If we head back inside the cargo bay, you can see that there is some messages on the boxes, and we also have a skull. What is inside this box that can be so dangerous? And what is it doing inside of the airship map? And to the right, there was another box that said top hats 4 through 7. Could this be a day for a possible event that is going to be taking place inside of the airship map? I guess we'll find out soon. And on the very top right, you can see that this box says tank in the box. So could there be a mini tank inside that is being kept a secret in case a battle breaks out between the crewmates and the imposters? Right above the cargo bay, we have the lounge, and for some reason the bathrooms are missing. The bathroom stalls also remind me a lot about the ones that can be found on the map of Polis. I wonder if Captivate is hiding inside one of these stalls. When I walked inside records, I can see some papers on the table. I wonder what it says. That is until I walked inside the gap room, and I could see a pencil, and it was way bigger than my player. And according to some rumors, this is actually Henry's pencil. So I wonder if he was the one that wrote this message. There is also a huge hole in the center that leads towards the bottom of the ship. What could be hiding down there? And there was also some warning tape where I was standing. I need to get out of here. I was now inside of the shower area, and it was a mess in here, just like the kitchen and the medical room. To the right side of the shower area, we had the ventilation, and I could see the bottom platform where I was standing earlier. And now it's time to enter one of the largest locations in the entire airship map, and this was the main hall. In the main hall, there were several rooms, and each room was so mysterious. What is the meaning behind it? And who used to live in here? It makes you wonder what events took place in the ship when Red arrived. I was now entering the engine room, and there was piles of coal on the sides, which I'm assuming is used to power the ship. We also had these two massive engines, and this is where things get very interesting. When you enter the brig, you will see 3 doors, which I'm assuming lets you go outside, but at the moment it wasn't letting me. And to the left side of the brig, we have the vault, which is a location in the airship map that is full of mystery. We have the giant gem on the center, which I find really cool, but why is it there? And why is it so protected? We also had some new weapons on the bottom right. We have a weapon that appears to look like a drill, and right next to it we have some sort of super weapon, but it could also be wings. Hopefully one day we're allowed access to use them. If we head towards the top of the vault, we can see several portraits. One of them appears to show a brand new planet. Then we have Mona Lisa, which reminds me a lot about Samara. We also had more portraits that can be seen on the right side of the vault, and we can see some crewmates that we have never seen before. I wonder who they are and the story behind them. Maybe one day we'll be able to solve all of these mysteries that can be found inside of the vault. I now made my way over to the meeting room, and I climbed up the ladder, and inside the meeting room I noticed something very suspicious. There was another door on the wall, But this was no ordinary door. As you can see right next to it, it looks like a pad that we can type in some numbers and get access to the room. But what could be the secret code that can give us access to go outside? And what is even out there? When I walked inside the meeting room, there was 12 chairs in total. Could these be the chairs for some of the most important crewmates that live on the airship map? But who are they? Right next to the meeting room, we had a room that was way smaller than the rooms that can be found on the ship. And there was also a great platform, and it looks a lot like a teleporter. I stood on top of it, and my screen began to glitch. Where is it taking me? Everything went completely dark, and I couldn't see anything. And that is when I heard someone say,
"Welcome aboard."
if you would like me to solve the mystery surrounding the airship map, let's see if we can get this video to 30,000 likes. I do also want to give a massive shout out to
So let me see.